So for the given multiplier, I need to add a delay element. Click on new source. Go for the Verilog module. A D flip-flop you can consider .v. Next, finish. So a new dialog box is open. Let me remove it all. This is my D flip-flop, delay flip-flop. Starting with module delay underscore a of q comma d comma. If I need to keep it clear also, output which is of absolutely 8-bit, nothing but q. Similarly input again which is of same 8-bit, 7 down to 0, d. Input clock and clear. I need to declare as register, 7 down to 0, which is nothing but q again. This is my sensitivity list now. If clear is equals to 0, begin q is equals to 7 tick, which is of 8-bit, right? So 8 tick d0, okay, and similarly else begin q is equals to d, and finally end module. Let me save this. Now I need to add adders, so I am going to add it as new source, Verilog module. Allow me to name this first adder as adder underscore a dot v. Next, finish, clear all. Adder 1 module. I am giving this adder name as adder a, for which sum will be an output a comma b. Output will be required a 16-bit adder, so I am assuming this to be a 16-bit, 17-bit if carry is considered. Sum followed by input which is of 16-bit, so 15 down to 0, a comma b. Finally assign sum is equals to a plus b. End module. Let me save this. Now I need to add one more adder, new source, Verilog module, adder underscore b dot v. Next, finish. I'm deleting everything. So this is my adder 2, as usual module, adder underscore b, sum comma a. Do not bother about the carry. Carry will be propagated to the next stage. Output I am defining. If carry generated, so I am assuming this to be 17-bit, 18-bit. Sum input which is of 15 down to 0, a. One more input which is of 16 down to 0. This I am calling to be b. As usual, assign sum is equals to a plus b followed by end module. Let me copy this for my next stage. Save. Now go for the new source, Verilog module. This is my adder underscore c dot v. Next, finish. Let me remove it all and paste it. This is my third adder 3, and this value ranges from 18 down to 0. It increases by bit, 17 down to 0. Let me save this. There is a error. Okay, we can't have a same model name, right? So I'm assuming this to C. Now I'm saving it. Again, copy. I need to add a new source, which is of Verilog module. This time I'm giving it adder underscore d.v. Next, finish. Control V. So this is my fourth adder. I'm naming it to D, and this value ranges from 19 down to 0, and this to 18 down to 0. I'm saving it. New source, Verilog module, adder underscore E now dot V. Next, finish. Now this is my fifth adder, and this is E, and this value ranges from 20 down to 0, and this to 19 down to 0. I'm saving it. Again, click on new source, Verilog module, adder underscore F dot B now, the last adder probably, because we'll be using 7 adders. Finish. So this is my 7th adder now. Sorry, this is my 6th adder now. And this is underscore F, which is of 21 down to 0. And this will be 20 down to 0. Let me cross check it. E, which is of 20 followed by 19. F, which is of 21 followed by 20. D, which is of 19 followed by 18. Okay. Now I need to add a top module. So click on this. Give me right now Verilog module. So this is my final top module dot V. Click on next, finish. And this is the file where I'm going to integrate all submodules. I'm going to instantiate and call them. Since we are talking about 8-tap FI filter, we need to add one more adder. So before going to top module, let me take one more adder. New source, Verilog module, adder underscore F is completed, so I'm going for G.V. Next, finish. Let me erase it all. Let me paste it. So this is my final adder, nothing but 7th adder, and this is my G module. This ranges till 22 down to 0. So obviously it lasts till 21 down to 0. I'm saving this to be G1. Now let me go for the top module. Building an 8-tap FI filter using Wallace tree multiplier. As usual, we need to start with module. Since we are talking with respect to Wallace tree multiplier, I'm underscoring this filter, followed by, if I'm assuming this Y to be an output, A as input, B as input, followed by clock and clear as well. I need to declare my port list output, which is of 22 down to 0. That's now we have seen, which is I, followed by input. One input ranges as 8-bit, starting with 0, I mean A comma B. Similarly, input, clock and clear. Both the inputs of range 8-bit, so 7 down to 0 I have taken. Now I need to talk about wires. Wire which ranges as 16-bit, starting with W0, W1, W2, W3, W4, W5, W6 and W7. Similarly, one more wire constraint we are taking, ranges till 8-bit, starting with W8, W9, W10, W11, W12, W13 and W14. Now we need to take a wire. This is with respect to adders. 16 down to 0 for W15. Similarly 17 down to 0 for W16. Similarly 18 down to 0 for W17. You need to follow the FIR filter that we have explained just now. Similarly W18, 19 down to 0, W20 down to 0 for W19. Finally W21 down to 0 for W20. We don't need to take the W21 wire because at the end we are going to directly connect it to the output. Okay, this makes my instantiation of wires and ports as well. Now let me start instantiating my multiplier. If you could observe multiplier, what is the name that I have given? Module name. Module name that I have given is WTM underscore 8. So WTM underscore 8 followed by first multiplier with a multiplier name with an port list W0, A, B. Similarly WTM underscore 8 for the second multiplier M2 with the port list W1, A, W8. Let me copy it. Similarly with respect to third multiplier W3, it ranges from W2, A and W9. For the fourth multiplier it ranges W3, A and W10. For the fifth multiplier M5 followed by M4 and this leads to M11. Similarly W6, nothing but multiply 6, it ranges from 5, A and W12. Now we are talking about multiplier, seventh multiplier, total 8 multipliers, right? M6, A followed by W13. Finally the last multiplier, which is nothing but M8 followed by W7, A and W14. Let me cross check it. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7, M8. So we are done with multipliers. Now we need to instantiate adders, right? So adder, what is the name, module name I have given for an adder? Adder underscore A. Here it is. So adder underscore A followed by A1, for which I need to call with W15, W1, W0. Let me copy it and paste it. So for the second adder, this will be B with an adder name A2 followed by W16, W2, W15. Let me copy this once again and paste it here. This is with regards to C, A3 ranges from W17, W3 next to W16. Similarly for the fourth multiplier, this is D, A4 ranges from 18, W4 and W17. For the fifth adder, A5 starting with W19, W5 and W18. Next adder, A6, W20, W6 followed by W19. The last adder, F1, this is A7 and this will be A20. At the output, right, we have declared with respect to Y, so this will be Y followed by W6, this is W7, right, and this will be A20. It is instantiated with respect to adders. Now let's call the delay elements. And what is the module name I have given for delay element? Delay underscore A, right? Delay underscore A, first delay element D1 of W8 comma B comma clock comma clear. Similarly, delay underscore A of second delay W9 comma W8 comma clock comma clear. Let me copy it. With respect to third delay, D3 of W10 comma, this will be 9 followed by clock and clear. Similarly for the fourth delay, D4, this will be W11 followed by W10 clock and delay. For the fifth delay, D5, this will be 12 followed by 11 clock and delay. For the sixth one, D6, this will be W13 followed by 12 clock and delay. And the last delay, D7, for which this will be 14 followed by 13 and a clock and delay as well. So finally we have instantiated with respect to multipliers, we had instantiated with respect to adders, we had even instantiated with respect to the delay elements. We have done with it. So let me end this with an end module. Now let me save this. Okay, now you can observe here. Here is what we have. This is multiplier. This is with respect to filter. Within this filter we will get multiplier. Within the multiplier we got all the submodule that we have just coded. Now let's start running it. Mapping is done successfully and the routing for static timing completed successfully. Now let's start using the waveforms. So this is the dialog box of AI simulator. We don't need this intermediate voice. Let me delete it all. We are only bothered about the inputs and output. This is the input. I am forcing value 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0. Similarly, one more value I am giving 0 0 0 0 1 1 all 1 0. Clock signal I am giving one as my this I should not take. I must give a clocking signal. 1 as my leading edge and 0 as my trailing edge with a 50% duty cycle followed by 20 period of signal. Initially I am giving a clear value as 0. Now let's run it. Okay. Now let me change the value of clear to 1 and check its response. You can see there is a change. This is actually acting as a 8-type FR filter, but it is not specifically clear. The same program can be shown in model sim where it is completely neat and clear. This is a wireless stream multiplier. You can observe the same multiplier, wireless WDM underscore filter. WDM underscore filter. Now with respect to this, let me first compile it. Once I am done with compiling, see here, there aren't any errors. This is my compiling stage, all okay. Now go for the simulation, start simulation. Search for your module name, which is WDM underscore filter. Here it is. Click on OK. Now we need to add signals. Adding the entire signal is not necessary, only the signal which is needed can be added. Give a right click, add to waveforms. Okay, this has added entire signal, let me delete it. These are all intermediate signals, right? Now we are bothered about here. Let me force value some 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 followed by 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 with a clock signal. Okay. Initially I am giving clear value to be 0. Now let me run the program. Okay. Now let me clear the value to be 1 and check its response. This must act as a FI filter. So here you can see it is acting like a FI filter. Let me change the radix values. Right click, radix, click on unsigned. So here it is. Initially the input that I have given for A is 3 and for B is 15, for which it is going to multiply. 15 3 is 45. From the next step, for the second clock cycle, third clock cycle, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and followed by for the 8th clock cycle, and it gets continuous. See here. This is with respect to wireless stream multiplier implemented in an 8-type FI filter. If you need to see the response of the filter with respect to delay and with respect to size, you can go to Xilinx project, and there you can go for design summary. Here you can observe the total number of LUTs that we have used is 152 out of total 1536 present in the FPGA board that we have taken. So if you want to see the synthesis report, go down and go for the synthesis report, and here you can see all the complete details including a CTC of this project. Everything will be seen here. Followed by that, then you can see the delay required that has been consumed is around 28.641 nanoseconds of delay is being consumed for this project. To see the implementation approach, I am again running the synthesis report. I am done with the synthesis. Now go to synthesis, click on view RTL schematic. Okay. So this is my wireless stream multiplier implemented in a FR filter. You can observe here the input that I declared 8x8 followed by clock and clear with an output. If you double tap on this, you can see the internal circuitry. Still, if you double tap on this, you can still see the internal circuitry. Hope this is clear with an 8-type FI filter.